Hiya folks, how's it going? My name is Lexi and I really like tabletop games. So much so that I sit down and review one once a week, every week, here at the gaming table. I try to do so in under 10 minutes so we can both find our next game quickly. If that sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to press subscribe and keep watching today's video. If you would like to go the extra mile for the gaming table, there is a link in my description box below to my Ko-Fi page where you can donate to the channel. All donations go straight back into the running costs of the channel, so it is deeply appreciated. Today I am taking a look at a game from Osprey Publishing. I had a look not too long ago at some of their older publications, so I'm really keen to take a look at this one. From Jonathan Hicks and Osprey Publishing, this is Those Dark Places, Industrial Science Fiction Role-Playing. Those Dark Places has decided not to worry about providing a full setting and background for the game. There's no timeline or explanation provided as to how people got to doing regular space travel. It's not really the focus of the game. In this game, your character travels through space for a job. Maybe they are long-distance space truckers, or they're part of a small scientific expedition. The point is they're not part of some glamorous deep space exploration crew, and they're not going to have access to the best stuff. The spaceships in this game aren't going to be as sleek and efficient as military-grade ones. They're absolutely not going to be comfortable either. If your player characters are going on a long distance trip, they might be put into a sort of suspended animation deep sleep. Waking up from this is extremely unpleasant. It's akin to feeling super hungover. I found that detail both humorous and very telling about the game's setting. This isn't a sleek science fiction game. The vessels are often going to be cobbled together and maybe held together through duct tape and willpower. The manual cites the Alien movie franchise as a source of inspiration. I can definitely see that. Everything in this game is made as cost efficiently as possible. Everything in the game's setting is made as cost efficiently as possible, sometimes at the expense of human comfort. To play this game, every single player just needs a single D6. This is called the One Die Determines Success system. If your player wants their character to do something that's going to require a bit of effort or luck, the player will roll a d6 and then add a modifier to that result. Hopefully they will meet the required number of 7. If a challenge is slightly easier, you can change that down to a 6, and if it's slightly harder, an 8. Meeting the difficulty threshold doesn't necessarily mean you get to do what you want though without any trouble. Making a character in this game starts by calculating your attribute scores. Your attribute scores in this game are charisma, agility, strength, and education, and you assign to each of these a score ranging from 1 to 4. And you can't have the same number appear in 2 different scores, so it really is a range of 1 to 4. For most challenges, you are rolling the dice and trying to get a 7 as a result. However, if you're rolling against another intelligent being, both players who are representing those characters will roll, and you'll need to see who has the higher result. In this game, your characters are assigned jobs. For combat in this game, generally it is the characters with the higher agility scores who go first. For your melee distance, you're going to be using your strength modifier. Ranged weapons do exist in this game, but they're kind of a bit of a last resort, as if you shoot a gun inside a spaceship and it hits something important, everyone is screwed. I do like how straightforward the mechanics are in this game. I think you can teach it really fast to a group of players. A little detail from the character creation process that I personally loved is your character is assigned up to 2 jobs as a crew member. This is to reflect how understaffed this job is. You're basically having to work 2 jobs for 1 salary, which is sadly relatable. A fascinating little detail is this manual is written as though it's speaking to you directly from the page. It acts as though we exist in the world of the game, but also somewhat detached from it. The narrator for this manual is openly cynical about the world, and doesn't hide the unpleasant parts of the game. I do think this was a bold choice in terms of a writing style, and I'm really glad that it didn't interfere at all with teaching me how to understand the game. It was a slight adjustment when I started reading. There is an adventure included in this manual about a space vessel appearing suddenly out of nowhere after being missing for a very, very long time. The manual does suggest that if you are wanting to play this adventure, you don't delve any further. For myself, I will just say I really loved how this adventure highlighted the claustrophobic nature of working in a spaceship. I do really love the artistic choice to keep this manual in mostly black and white with a couple of featured colours popping off the page. It really complements the stark, stripped back feel of the game, and especially the setting. It also quickly directed my eye to the focal point of the artwork. The world of this game is absolutely going to appeal to people who enjoy a bit of grimy, gritty science fiction. The world that the characters live in is small, and there's not a lot of chance of them getting external help. I don't know if this is a game that would work for a very long-term campaign, but I think you would get a couple of fascinating stories and adventures out of it. It's a game I think that will appeal to story-driven role players. If you are looking for a science fiction game with a pessimistic edge, this one could be very appealing. It's got light rules, so you could very easily just bring the game manual without anyone having learnt anything about the game and get it up and running pretty quickly. Are you going to be playing Those Dark Places anytime soon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. While you're there, I encourage you to like this video and perhaps even share it with a friend who you think would find it interesting. If you'd like to know when I'm next uploading, you can subscribe and turn on notifications so YouTube will tell you when I'm doing that. Pretty much all interaction with the video helps it get more notice in the sea of the algorithm, which I deeply appreciate. If you would like to go the extra mile for the gaming table, there is a link in my description box to my Ko-Fi page where you can donate to the channel. All of the donations go straight back into the running costs of the channel, so it is deeply appreciated. I want to thank you all for watching and discussing Those Dark Places with me. I hope you're all well, and I look forward to seeing you next time at the gaming table. Bye!